No more excuses for the Edmonton Oilers are allowed now. Kris Knoblauch comes in, they get rid of their old head coach. They get a win 4-1 against the Islanders. And at times it wasn't pretty, but in the third period they came alive. Draisaitl had 1 goal, 3 assists for 4 points. Connor McDavid had 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. You are having your stars produce. And you got solid goaltending from Stuart Skinner. There is nobody coming through that door to save the Oilers defensively. Maybe they can add a piece, but it's not going to be somebody that's a number one unless they get a huge bargain bin sale. That's not going to happen. The answers have to come within the organization. The Oilers have talent. While I'm not in love with their decor, I think it's steady enough to be at least average at the NHL level. And you have 2 of the best players in the world in Connor McDavid and Draisaitl. And you need both of them to have a commitment to the defensive side of the game as well. Because while I can criticize the Oilers heavily on their defense isn't just on the defensemen. It's also on their forwards coming back and taking up their proper assignments, which has not been the case thus far in the season. And that's why you saw a coaching change, if I'm going to be quite frank with you. It just was not good out there. And for the goaltending, Calvin Pickard is your backup. Stuart Skinner is going to be the number 1. Jack Campbell did not look good in Bakersfield in that one game, but it doesn't matter how good your goaltender is. If your team's not going to play defense around him, they're never going to succeed. The players at the NHL are too good just to give them open opportunities in front. That's just not going to work and be successful. This is a team that people looked at as Western Conference favorites. And the game against the Islanders didn't start out great. Barzal scored extremely early, 40 seconds into the game, but then the Oilers turned it around eventually. Draisaitl gets a goal, then Hyman, then Connor McDavid, and then Evander Kane would get the 4th goal, which would be shorthanded. There's talent here in Edmonton. Is this a 4-9-1 team? It should not be. Am I saying it's better than Vegas? No. Am I saying they're better than the Canucks right now? No. But they should be at least a 3rd or 4th team in the Pacific Division. They shouldn't be the 7th seed. That's just inexcusable. They should not be losing to a team like the San Jose Sharks. And that's where they hit rock bottom. I have thought very highly of Connor McDavid and Draisaitl. I think they're fantastic players, but we got to stop giving these Oiler players excuses, and we need to see a full commitment to a 200-foot game if they do want to be a playoff team. It's early in the season, they can turn it around, but it needs to start happening now. I'd like to know your thoughts down below. Do you think this is a sign of good things to come? I'm Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next one.
And he wins his NHL debut as head coach of the Edmonton Oilers.